I don't understand why Raul was never brought on. I don't understand the persistence of... I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it very, very clearly. Lucas Vazquez, I understand, because you have no other option to start him. Rudiger and Alaba both played with a bandage on. They were both clearly not fit. They both were clearly not healthy. So why are you playing two 50% players where you've got someone on the bench who's 100%, who's healthy, who's fit, and who's been better than both of them over the past couple months in a Raul Asensio? So why are you not playing Raul, but you're playing two injury-prone and literally, technically, I'm talking, bro, they are injured. Like, that second goal, Hernandez, Raul would have recovered that. And again, it's so easy to throw ifs, buts, and maybes, but that is the case. And I don't understand when you did take out Alaba, who Alaba had a very poor game, but expectedly so. I mean, this is not a game for you to throw Alaba in. But anyway, Alaba was taken out, and your first instinct is not even to bring Raul on the pitch. It's to put Tchouaméni as a centre-back, who isn't a centre-back, but you've got a centre-back on the bench. Bro, it doesn't make sense. It really, really doesn't make sense. The substitution which I was seeing, it killed the game. The players didn't help either because none of them took responsibility. None of them, I personally felt like they were playing. Vinny, I don't understand what's going on in 2025 so far. I don't understand where his head is at. I don't understand what he's thinking. But he hasn't started the year good. And that's the reality, that's the truth. He's been very, very disappointing. And today's game, I honestly speaking, the moment which I realized Vinny was playing is when he made that pass to Endrick and Endrick just skyrocketed it. But that's it. And ironically enough, the moment we became better is when Endrick came on the pitch. And he was the one creating the movement in behind the defence. He was the one trying to do something. But why could the so-called senior players in Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinny not do that for before the 75th minute? Why is it that once again the trio, the so-called Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo, why is it not maybe just one of them just showing up and stepping up and say, you know what? F the system. I don't care about the system. Even though we don't have a system. But in their mind, they have a system because they love Carlo. Why don't you not do it? Be yourself. Chat to your team and like, yo, let's just do something about it. Let's get the ball. Let's create movements. Let me go there. You go there. But that's nothing. That's no self-awareness from the players itself. It's the same thing all over again. It's the same patterns all over again. It's the same habits all over again. They literally go on the left-hand side and they create. And again, once again, the average position of this game, all three of them was literally on the left. On the left. So there's no one telling them not to do it. There's no one maybe expecting them not to do it. And again, I mean, this has been a pattern for the past couple months, and the only time which we didn't do it was against Manchester City. But I think we actually took that game seriously. And this is the problem with us. We're very inconsistent. I don't know when this team can show up. When they do show up, I genuinely think we are one of the best teams in the world. But when we don't show up, we are literally one of the worst teams in the world. There is no technical anything about this team. There is no defensive cohesion between this team. There is no attacking patterns for us. When we are bad, oh, trust me, bro, we're so bad. But when we're good, we are good. But the problem is with we're good, I've only seen it one time this season. But when we're bad, yo, it's been a pattern this whole season. Today is a perfect indication of how bad this team is. When this team is not feeling it, my goodness gracious. And now you're doing it against maybe you're doing it against Betis away from home. We've got Atleti in the Champions League in 3 days from now. How can you move like this when we've got literally Atleti waiting for us? This is what I don't understand. But I don't want to take away from Betis. I do think Betis, I think all of them had a great game. I think Bartra and Llorente had a very good game. They kept Mbappe quiet. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't that difficult, especially for Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo, because they weren't troubled, in my opinion. The only part where I felt like the defense, Bartra and Llorente, was actually, they felt something, maybe the last 10 minutes. But other than that, before that, they weren't troubled beside the goal that we scored. I think Almatira Cardoso was incredible today. I think he was incredible all over the pitch, defending, going forward. The goal itself that he scored, I think he was incredible. And I think I've watched him a couple of times this season. Of course, the game against Atleti, he was exceptional. This game as well, exceptional. And ironically enough as well, speaking of Atleti and Real Madrid, Pellegrini, the manager, has now finally beaten Real Madrid for the first time in his career. And also this season, he's beaten Atleti for the first time in his career. So he's done two things which he's never done in the past, just in one season. So I do think, I'm not taking away from Pellegrini. I do think Betis deserved to win. I think by far they deserved to win. We were very fortunate, by the way, not to concede a penalty against us when Tchouameni fouled. I think it was Rodriguez when he fouled him towards the end of the second half. That was a clear penalty, in my opinion. Tchouameni clearly took him down, and I'm not sure why that wasn't called a penalty, but we were fortunate. Their penalty itself, that was a clear penalty. Rudiger clearly brought him down.